everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Bao the Whale, or Bao VTuber, Bao, whichever way you want to call her, she is an indie VTuber who has decided to come back after being gone for a while. To give you an idea of how long she has been gone, last time she actively streamed was on November 9th. As you can see, this is just a big trend, channel performance over time. Last time she had about 3,200, about 4.6k viewers here, and things like that. She's had a meteoric rise, and she's been able to keep stable with some rises and dips and everything, normal for everybody, but she's been able to have that type of amazing performance in everything that she does. So today we're talking about her going through her Twitter, by the way, here, where I believe is like I'm Not Human, I think is the game that they have in the background. You have here, hey guys, I'm going to debut a new model, lore video, music video on Saturday, December 20th at 1 p.m., which will also be my last stream until February. It'll be a fun day, all-day marathon stream, so let's make it the best of it. Cha-Cha is like, woo, let's go. The big ones are coming out and saying, Cha-Cha is saying, let's go. You have Silvervale being very happy. Merry Christmas, we can't wait to see it. Hope you have a nice break. Tricky V, let's go. Can't wait. So she's going to be taking about a month and a half off, just about, which is quite a while, but still, I mean, it's up to her how long she takes. Marie FD, IKZ, you have Shekai, who is, being happy as well. Hazumi, I miss you. Hope you have a great break and take care of yourself. Everyone is giving her lots of, happiness for being able to come back. Anything for my queen leaving me. So excited, let's go. Bow, bow, bow. Woo, big hype. Can't wait to see the new stuff. Let's go. Yay, new Bao model. That's awesome, Bao. Hopefully I get to see it and hope you have a great vacation once the debut is over. Look forward to seeing it. We are going to miss you, you beautiful whale. Have a good break, that type of thing. And something else that she popped up with recently, in the whole vein of her starting to come back. How it's done is now on all streaming platforms. It is a cover of how it's done with Narissa and Bao and Moni, which is the other VTuber. I apologize, I'm not very well versed in a lot of VTubers, so I had to actually look at the full thing on song.link. God, you're so amazing, Bao. It looks so amazing. While here I am waiting for California Girls to make its way onto all streaming platforms. People are just very happy. And she deserves the break that she got. She had a lot of controversy. She absolutely had a lot of controversy. She was reactive, very reactive in the way she was doing things before. And that caused a lot of controversy, a lot of frustration from the community. That I'm assuming that's why she took a break, to kind of recenter herself. And when she comes back, again, everybody's going to be treating her based on what she does in the future, how she goes about things in the future. Hopefully, everything goes well, and she has an amazing showing at what she's able to do in the future. And like I said, she hasn't been here since November 9th. Everybody who was a Bao fan will be very happy to see her back. And me just wishing her good times from now on. Natasha Nyanners, or Nyanners, as she is known more colloquially, she used to be a part of vshojo. She was an independent VTuber before that, and is now independent in her own way. She is, in the sense of, she doesn't have a big agency on them. She's a part of other agencies, like Mythic Talent, which is more of a sponsorship agency, getting you sponsors, getting you that type of deals. She is a Twitch streamer that got banned, and I'll show you why she got banned. She got banned for this. I am most likely going to have to, at the very least, try to make it so that there's less seen there. But let's take a look at what got her banned. It is this game called Circle Jerk. So, it's going to be an interesting one. Let's take a look here. She's finding out, well, yeah.
What the fuck is this music?
The music that's in there.
Banana.
It's a freaking banana. But it's meant to be something else, if you know what I mean. Oh, dear lordy. Well, there we go. There we go. We have that type of stuff. Yep. That is what got her banned. She lost it, and so did Twitch. And she says, I'm very sorry for Twitch and my community. I'll be taking I have the time to reflect on my actions. After this slip-up, I'll do better to handle Cartoon Fruit more respectfully going forward. I know what I've done is reprehensible, but I hope they'll accept my humble appeal. And of course, doing the whole appeal thing with it's a punny thingy with a banana is what I'm guessing. And here we go with Twitch bans. Twitch has banned Nyanners, partner streamer. We don't know for how long. Probably going to be a day ban. Since I don't think she's done anything to get herself fully banned. It says she won't play with fruit on stream no more, Mr. Twitch. Please unban. Pink Cat good. And Pink Cat flew too close to the sun. Free our Pink Cat. And of course we have other people speaking up about it. So Twitch has confirmed in official communication with the streamer that moment during this clip was the reason for their ban. The reason which they provided to the streamer was prohibited game. Broadcasting a game from Twitch's list of prohibited games, a game with an ERCB rating of adults only, a game with sexually explicit, that's the main important part, explicit content is banned on Twitch. This was more implied content, I would say, when it comes to the things that you could be banned for. This is very much so, more implied content. It says, I can personally confirm this present throughout the stream segment, and this game had no category on Twitch at the time of streaming. That aside, I find this ridiculous that a banana could possibly cause as much offense that a ban was deemed inappropriate. Nyan is not an S streamer. This was not an act. It was comedy. This is virtual banana. Twitch, get a grip. So yeah, people are saying the same thing. And for the trolls, yes, we watched the clip. Yes, we understand. The bullet point is a game with explicit content, not implied content. Implied content is different. That's why things like genital jousting is out, because that is, you literally have the male member right there in the whole game. Believe me, I played it on Twitch before it was banned, and I do understand why it is banned. If I try to play it again, I will get banned myself. It takes me back to when Nyan got banned for playing that butt-slapping game over a year ago. Just Twitch being Twitch and nothing more. That was the funniest reason to get banned. They stole her butt-slapping record. It's a hand motion, the, finishing, and the main character moaning. The game is literally called Circle Jerk, where I assume you and up to 3 friends work together to fill up that jar. The banana is the only extremely thinly veiled part of this. So it is, I can see where Twitch is coming from this. Twitch is coming in this whole situation. It is not as implied, I guess. It is a thinly veiled, S jokes and things like that. So I can kind of understand where they're going. It is extreme to ban, but Twitch, that's the only thing they can really do is ban. They don't warn people. As far as I know, they don't have warnings like community guideline strikes or anything like that, like YouTube does. They just go straight for the ban. So I think she's going to get unbanned in about a day or two. I don't think it's going to be a 7-day ban. If it is, let her take it as a vacation. But either way, Natasha Nyanners has been banned from Twitch. CDAWG VA, or Connor Mark Kolkyon, I hope I said that correctly, is a VA / now VTuber. He has his own VTuber thing, who is known as, of course, CDAWG VA, as I mentioned before. They have caused quite a stir in the Blue Archive community, as I mentioned in my previous video, and there are some things that have been brought to light, and this is why I'm making this section here. There's some things that have been brought to light that are, interesting, and was what led to people not liking the fact that they were going to be a part of the whole thing. Let's take a look at what we started out as. You have Blue Archive going and saying that they're not going to be doing it anymore. They apologize for for choosing the wrong people, for, doing the way that they were going to do it. They apologize for that. They're moving forward. They're going to be striving to communicate better. Great. Community loved this. Community absolutely was ecstatic over this. There are, of course, some things that people will always be able to dig up, and in this case, they did dig up something here. This was, I believe, on Trash Taste. As you can see in the background, it is Trash Taste, and it was Joey Grant. I believe it's instead of Grant. I think it is Grant. Being okay with a Sagiri figure, while Connor is like WTF. He is not only with the look of WTF, he's physically, actually verbally loud WTF, and that is one of the reasons why people aren't so happy with him getting the opportunity to be a part of the Blue Archive, because it's going to be Gigic, him, Zentreya, and Iron Mouse. Zentreya is a player of Blue Archive. She says she loves Blue Archive, as I showed in the last video, so that wouldn't be an issue. Gigic would have absolutely loved it, so would have Iron Mouse. The issue that people had was with Connor, and because of things like this. Let's take a look.
I can judge.
What the fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, that I shout out Aramanga Sensei just for Gaunt. Everybody, round of applause.
Well done, Joey. Well done. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Joey.
we going to prison?
Even though I saw about 10 error manga.
Again, you know, kind of treating it like not liking it at all. So, are we gonna go to prison? That is just. I don't think he's saying that for being funny. I honestly don't think he's saying that to be funny. That's his actual feelings.
Sensei figures along the way.
Why is there so many?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's popular enough, I guess. It's actually not too bad, to be honest with you. I'm not exactly a fan of Eromanga Sensei, but this is actually a pretty solid
I think you'd have the FBI knocking if you said you were.
Well, I mean, Garnt should be used to that by now, right?
Once, I'm okay not
okay,
seeing
it is
the
Garnt.
figure, you know? I'm,
You sure?
There's like a child's playmat there. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I'll bring it out. I'll bring it out, don't worry.
The fuck is that?
I think it's supposed to symbolize Sagiri's, like, bed, right?
What happens in this anime? Why is it children's stuff?
Because she is a hentai artist.
She's
Right? What?
yeah. She's
What?
like she's the error manga sensei.
She's the Eromanga Sensei.
Yeah.
And
She's
the
like 10.
and the brother, I believe, is an Eromanga author, right?
Author.
He's like,
Yes,
yeah,
he is an author.
How do I remember more of Eromanga Sensei than
I
you?
don't know, man.
Bro, she's practically got like the fucking Cars bed, bro. What is that? She's not a hentai
Basically,
artist.
this-
Oh no, what the fuck? What the fuck is that?
All right, and
What the fuck?
and the grand reveal.
Why is it like a child's playmat?
I mean, how old is Sagiri again in the show?
I have no idea.
Bro!
About
So yeah, that is, as you can tell, he ain't playing it up for the camera. At least it doesn't look like he's playing it up for the camera. They also, like I said, there's always other things that pop up. Here's another thing that popped up here.
This is unfair. When I have a childhood crush on a character when I was a child, you know, when I was 15, I had a crush on another 15-year-old, and I, you know, maybe I kind of kept those feelings as I got older. Why am I now a lolicon? That's unfair. If they were born at the same age as me, there should be some kind of buffer, all right? We should have some age gap here, you know? This is unfair. This is unfair, all right? They don't age. This is unfair, no. If a character came out in 2000, right, we should. This is copium. Copium, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'm not a. Okay, I'm just the age. The game came out in 2000. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. This one is kind of iffy. This whole thing, this one is iffy. But yeah, it seems like he's kind of just kind of making light of it a little too much, which, you know, people have the right to do. But some people had a lot of took issue with everything that was going on there. And that is why it was brought up again. And that is why, as mentioned before, the community was extremely happy, as Tectone said. BA Notices immediately canceled the stream, says they will endorse people who actually play the game moving forward. Fans rejoice. And yeah, I mean, the only person that really was actively playing the game, as far as I know, was Zentreya. Maybe Giguk as well, but Zentreya was one of the people that was actively playing the game. She even said that she loved it. So yeah, Blue Archive announces collaboration. Fans get outraged. They cancel collaboration immediately. Don't let anyone tell you that your voice doesn't matter, because it does. And the thing that I wanted to put here was that people are, well, they're going against Connor, CDAWG a lot now, because all these things are popping back up. And people are like, wow, he is kind of a jerk to the community. Even though, you know, we know him through Iron Mouse and things like that. Seems like he's not so keen on some of the parts that make up the community, because everyone has their interests. I'm not really interested in that type of stuff either. In characters that are too young, etc. You know, even the ones that are kind of like the Lalibaba, I'm not really into it myself, but I respect people who are, as long as they keep it in the fictional realm, and you know all the legal things, as long as it's legal and they keep it within the legal frameworks and they don't go beyond that legal framework. I'm usually live and let live in those cases. But like I said, each person their own, but I do think it was a good idea for Blue Archive to decide to go this route, to just refresh. Maybe they'll get Zentreya again, maybe they won't, but they're going to refresh and actually support creators that play it religiously and would be good ambassadors for the whole thing. Nima Filuna is a member of First Stage Production, a Japanese virtual YouTuber associated with First Stage Production, about their fourth generation, so a more recent generation, with Tetra, Marina, Nirim Snowmelt, Honoka, Ruby, and Arisa. They started in they retired 12/16. They started 10/13 of 2024, which is October 13th of 2024. So they've been around for about a year, 2 months or so before they had their retirement. First Stage Production is a VTuber agency established in 2023 by Reality Studios. It manages Specialite, Arcade Music. Before that, it was VBop Project, which was later going to Vivian. But let's talk about what's happening right now. There is a notice regarding termination of the Nima Filuna right here, her contract. There's the person we're talking about, of course. And let's go through the Google Translate that someone did here. Luckily for us, we have here regarding the termination of the contract of Nima Filina. Thank you very much for your continuous support of First Stage Production. We regret to announce that we have confirmed a breach of contract by our affiliated talent, Nima Filina. After confirming the facts and conducting consultations, we have decided to terminate the contract. To all those who have supported Nima Filina, we sincerely apologize for the sudden announcement at this time. Related accounts will be sequentially closed and deleted. Furthermore, details regarding ongoing events and merchandise are as follows. We kindly ask for your understanding. First contact, Nima Filina will no longer appear. That's going to be, I guess, a content that we're going to be having. For those who have already purchased tickets and wish to refund due to this change, please check the comment section of this post to contact Ikebukuro, QMAX Cinemas, and Zankei for further instructions. I wonder if they're going to do a Nijisanji style removal, as they did with Selen Tatsuki and others when they were having a concert, and it was one of those 3D live things, and they ended up removing the parts and the pieces. I wonder if it's going to be one of those, or if it was actually going to be a live thing. Not sure, but we're going to have to take a look at that later. For those who have purchased the following merchandise, they will be shipped as scheduled. We will provide a refund request form later. We appreciate your patience regarding inquiries in this matter until the form is provided. I think most people who are fans of hers would absolutely want to be able to see her, to be able to watch her, and to be able to have something from her if she was terminated. The merchandise list: the public commemorative costume merchandise, the Ichi Pro Wrestling commemorative merchandise, Nima Felina new costume commemorative merchandise, and first contact related merchandise. Please note, all inquiries regarding this matter should be directed to First Stage Production and not the talents. Of course, that is always something that happens in the VTuber community. Do not contact the talents, because a lot of times they're struggling with this whole situation to begin with, and they are not going to be able to answer you properly anyways, because they usually have no freaking clue what the hell's going on anyways. The refund process venue tickets for Ikebukuro Humax Cinemas is, you can contact them at this form below, as well as the details are listed in the event page to complete the procedure within a specified period for first contact. And what that has is, it is this about the concert that they were going to be having with Nima Felina, and it does look like they still have her there. If it is, yeah, they still have her there in the left here with the green dress. So they haven't disappeared her. They haven't Thanos snapped her yet. But yeah, you have all this stuff here where you can have your event information here and all the other ways that things are going to be changing. You still have Nima Felina there from what it looks like, and the ways that you can contact them in order to get your refund is through there. And continuing here, regarding the fan letters addressed to Nima Felina, we will end reception of the postmark valid until December 31st. So they're allowing fan letters until the end of the year. Get those in if you're a fan of hers. Additionally, we will also accept them at the fan letter box to be set up at First Contact venue held on December 20th. So if you're still going to be going to First Contact, you can go there. I know most of the people here probably won't, but in case there is one or two that will, that is some information for you guys. It is sad to see another graduation, another one, as they say, in a bad way in this case. But if it was as bad as they make it seem, then I can understand. Even with a small one like Yozora Melt inside of Hololive, any leak, whether it just be talking to friends or whatever, venting to friends is enough to get a contract terminated, which is what happened with Yozora Melt. She vented to a friend. The friend let Hololive know that there was to be a leak of information, and then eventually, or Mel themselves let them know, and she was terminated for that. So this does happen, especially in Japan. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. The reason why I do this is simple. I want it to be a positive space for VTubing, positive place for VTubing overall, and some place where I can promote others in order to bring them up at least until the very end of the year. We're already at over 1,000, and I want to continue to keep the good times going. Today we're talking about Kororo, a big bang VTuber who is a 17-year-old cutesy. They, them, they also have their stuff on VGen. But right now, we're going to take a look at their Twitch, as well as any things they have on like a YouTube. It says here, I exploded, there was a universe, they, them. Twitch is acting weird by like not actually showing the things for me. So we're going to move over to the YouTube side to show you a little bit of the showcase that they had here. And, you know, the little showcase that they have of their design here, as well as something I know created on Vluplay, something that they put out
Nice
as
to
well.
meet you. I am Kuro. I am a fallen angel who was sent to an empty universe for their horrible sins, and, well, then I exploded. And I am happy to announce that I am now a creator on Vluplay. Want me to congratulate you on your accomplishments? Your birthday? Maybe a voiceover for a silly meme? Well, now you can. Want to get...
So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool that they were able to create something like this. Once again, thank you so much, Hyper Koro, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course, take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.